Wanted to. That's funny. Oh, they're good now. They're literally good now. Okay. I'm getting into this game. So this is a very interesting matchup. I personally, and I've talked to Teaser about this, feel like Wolf has essentially all the tools to kind of beat Samus in this matchup. I'd say it's one of her hardest matchups. Between the reflector making it almost impossible to get charge shot reads in neutral because of how reactable charge shot can be in the mid-range, and Wolf's very good frame data on shield as well as shield pressure and ledge pressure. It's very difficult for Samus to leave this advantage and to leave ledge in this matchup. However, we're already seeing some very good adaptations coming in between Teasers. Last set, the bomb into the S smash. That is a true combo, ladies and gentlemen. Teaser very intelligently actually DIing in there to not get hit with the strong hit of back air. At the ledge, this is not where you want to be versus Moxi, however, manages to barely escape, actually, getting out of that corner scenario. When Moxi gets up close, it is so hard for Teaser to actually fight his way out. Notice how he chooses to just use a burst option to try to cross up shield and get out of the corner, but because of how good Moxi's reactions are, it is so hard for her. So hard for him to actually escape his advantage if he commits to something like a roll. At the ledge option, this is where Samus thrives. However, Moxi manages to get back to center stage. That laser is very, very good in this matchup as well. Back of this ledge, this is not where you want to be versus Samus whatsoever. Actually reads the roll and doesn't manage to get the kill there. Fast falling to ledge to barely avoid that down smash as well. Normally in that scenario, we would actually see Teaser go for the jab into a pivot grab, but Moxi's reactions are so good that he actually just decides to reset neutral. Now we are seeing almost a full set. What? I had to censor myself for a second there. Wow, what a read. Oftentimes people very much do not like to go off after Samus off the stage because the recovery is one of the best in the game, and if you miss, there's a risk that you're stuck at ledge versus Samus being probably the best ledge trapper in the game. Moxi chooses to take that risk in order to not let Teaser get a super large lead, which is so important in this matchup. Samus is one of the best characters with a lead in the game. And just like that, we already see Moxi actually taking a lead in this first game just because of that read that she committed to. But she is at ledge, which is not where you want to be. This is so scary for Moxi. Not sure how she didn't get hit with that fair, gonna be honest. But back to ledge, nonetheless. Very scary position to be in. All right, both players at very high percent here. Teaser is at risk to dying to a bear in this scenario, actually killing with forward tilt, one of the rare moves that Samus will actually end up killing with as well. But useful in exactly scenarios like that where you don't have charge shot and need something to quickly punish at a mid-range option. All right. That is going to put Teaser up 1-0 over Moxi in this winners finals. Moxi taking a second to compose herself. Like I said, one of the most composed players I have ever seen. What I would definitely like to see going into this game too is some more use of laser in neutral and taking advantage of Teaser's actually habits with the last couple of games, which has been swinging and disadvantage, which has been actually catching Moxi off guard in that previous game. Scary scenario. This is Samus at ledge. Samus on the ledge is not where she ever wants to be. As good as she is at the ledge is as bad as she is when she is on it. Having basically no grounded boxing options and no burst options to get out of the corner, it is so difficult for her to leave. And as I say that, watch how Moxi chooses to just completely ignore the ledge phase whatsoever, choosing to straight up go over teaser, saying, you know what, I've seen what you can do at ledge, I'm not trying to deal with that. Does it again, but this time teaser is ready with the burst dash attack. Back at ledge you go. Such a scary scenario to be in. That is so funny. We actually just saw, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and clip that. That is a jab 2 actually killing. That should not happen, but it sometimes does. I very, very much like what teaser did there. He actually chooses not to choose a defensive option, knowing that that is what Moxi is looking for in that scenario, and instead just comes down with nothing. Sometimes, as it said, Luigi wins by doing absolutely nothing. This time it is literally Samus. These jab 1 dares are super interesting because a lot of people who play against Samus regularly, especially teaser in this state, are looking not to get caught with something like a grab or a charge off. They choose to roll, and the dare will cover that roll. Notice how he chooses to grab instead this time. Keeping the mix-ups going, he's never choosing the same option twice, which is so important when you're playing a character who's fairly basic, such as Samus. All right, this is a pretty hefty lead. This is a pretty hefty lead for teaser right now. However, Moxi is on the hunt, looking for any disadvantage option that teaser might be choosing. All right, he's let it rip. That was actually not a safe time to do that. Maybe the nerves getting to Moxi definitely could have reflected that charge shot there and got major damage onto teaser. Note that Samus 4 tilt max range on shield is one of the only options that teaser has that is actually completely safe on shield at that range versus Moxi. All right, teaser could very much die here. That up smash not going to kill Samus, being a super heavy. I believe 13th heaviest in the game, but you don't quote me on that. Moxi is very much taking advantage of one of Samus's biggest weaknesses, which is her weakness to being crossed up on shield. It's very difficult for her to react to that option. However, as I say that, teaser is slowly running away with this lead, playing a very hands off me, get off me game. It's going to become more and more difficult for Moxi to get this kill as this game goes on. All right, getting the up to Moxi at 92. We've seen what she can do. She can bring this back. Moxi's rising fair actually beating teaser's short hop fair, which I find to be very funny. All right, this is a scary scenario. Going for the spike there. Narrowly missing it. Very good DI coming in from Teaser. This is a scary scenario. Might be looking for a barrier. Chooses to just go for the ledge trap instead. Understandably so. I think that is not going to do it. Dropping bombs at ledge. This is very, very scary. Not where you want to be. Shooting over the wolf flash. This is dangerous. Teaser could very much die to a straight up air here. Teaser is very much calling Moxi's bluff in a lot of these disadvantaged scenarios and just choosing to just do nothing on landing. And then Moxi just stands there, nothing happens. However, I say that Moxi's at ledge narrowly gets this comeback, nearly down 2 whole stocks. We are running it back to PS2. What amazing adaptations coming in from Moxi. Brings the score to 1-1.
Stop battle, Samus. Wolf. Three, two, one, go!
We are back, my apologies. Had to go ahead and buy me some Welch's fruit snacks. Goated fruit snacks, not gonna lie, way better than Mox. Let's see if Moxie can actually ride this momentum into game 2. It's already looking much better than the first couple of games. Managing to actually get snatched there at the ledge. The yoink, as I like to call it. I am loving what Moxie is doing here. Actually choosing to just go ahead and swing preemptively instead of waiting for the defensive option, because in these previous games, Teaser hasn't been choosing the defensive option. He's just been landing for free, which is not what you want to do versus Samus whatsoever. What an absolute scramble, not much happening as well. Moxie very intelligently calling out Teaser's bluff and managing to hit him before he launches the charge shot. We're about to see a full lap in percent here. What? How did that grab miss? Ladies and gentlemen, buff Samus, don't do that, she's fine. But still, that's actually kind of outrageous, I'm not gonna lie. We're looking at basically a full stock lap coming in from Moxie. Wolf having one of the most dangerous tomahawks, and we're seeing one of Samus's major weaknesses kind of peer its rear ugly head around this corner. He does not have grounded boxing options, which makes you very, very susceptible to Wolf's very good dash. And what? How did that miss? All right, very good dash and very good tomahawk as well. We are currently 2 stocks up. Moxie seems to have the download on lock right now. However, Teaser is no slouch. Let's see what adaptations he can make to win in this matchup. All right, taking a stock, some mildly sus DI coming in from Moxie. Samus not known for being a character which is very good at these comeback scenarios. However, Samus being very heavy oftentimes does give her more opportunities for adaptation. All right, this is good damage. This is very good damage. Getting the neutral air dodge tech chase, neutral air dodge nair chase as well. This is dangerous. This might be a bear. Very intelligently, DI's out to not get it with that bear, and is holding away the entire time, saying you are not going to hit me with that mid-air smash attack. It would kill at this percent. Please be known. But nevertheless, so much damage taking up from the hand of Teaser in this matchup. Absolutely crazy. Yep, that is what we're talking about. As Samus in this matchup, you lose access to so many of your mix-ups in the mid-range because of that reflector. You cannot rip it. Once the player knows and is susceptible to thinking that it is coming, it is so hard to actually get mileage out of that move in the mid-range. And Moxie clearly taking advantage of it here. All right, Moxie is now up 2-1 and is looking to send Teaser into losers. And the losers bracket is full of absolute monsters, to say the least. We've seen some very much back and forth adaptation from both of these players. However, Moxie, Teaser letting out an absolute groan of pain as trying to escape Wolf's combos as Samus can be so difficult. Moxie absolutely playing so evasively as well. It's so hard to pin her down. This is what she is so good at. For those watching in the chat, the charge shot bear was actually true there, but it's a tight window. Teaser actually decided to not go for it. That is scary. Teaser almost died at 91. Yes, that would have killed. It is so hard to escape Wolf in these scenarios. Samus not being a character that is known for having buttons. The Beamer Burst laser actually having hitbox on it, and Teaser very fortunately landing that sweet spot bear. No, it is actually as strong as Wolf's bear, which is very funny. It is just not nearly as safe, but has more range. But they have the same knockback. Teaser's trying to get some of the mix-ups off of this charge shot. So important in this matchup. Try to bait out Reflector, even if it doesn't get you much value. We are looking at a full 2-stock lead now. Everyone's looking at super dominant first stock coming in from Moxi. Teaser landing that bear and absolutely riding the momentum off of it. Bread and butter, 42%, 60%. We might actually see our first 2-stock upside. Never mind. No 3-stock at top 8 this time. Here we go, Samus at the ledge, Samus at the ledge. Scary place to be. Teaser actually choosing to put himself in the corner in this case. Getting grabbed for jabbing the shield. That is tragic. Big Samus jab, please. That might be a dare. Actually choosing to DI a little bit away and up this time in order to not get hit with the dare and getting the forward smash read. A small actual pop-off coming in from Moxi this time. All of a sudden, this is looking very, very doable. Damage. 40% at the ledge. This is not where you want to be as Teaser. That's a back arrow. This is dangerous. This game is evened up. Such a back and forth game. Tries to go for the up smash read, but it's not going to catch. Hug would have fallen out anyway. That's going to kill. All right, so we're going into our game 5. Very interesting note about Samus, though. She has tied with Marth and Lucina the fastest F smash in the game. However, the sweet spot active frames are very low. It is not very active for very long on the sweet spot, and it is not nearly as safe as well. And it's super small. Honestly, the only thing that's good about it is that it's fast and the sweet spot will kill early. And Teaser narrowly inking it out there to get that game. Like I said a couple games ago, I really want to see more of this laser coming out in this matchup. Very good at stopping Teaser from getting free charge. Wolf's Tomahawk is so lethal. What a scary option. He's hopping around your shield. Am I gonna bear? Am I gonna grab? I don't know. All right, at the ledge, the invincibility barely running out. Teaser actually timed that perfectly to hit, and it would have covered like 2 or 3 different options there as well. Can we take a moment to stop and talk about why do we have so many names that are akin to like poop in Georgia? It makes no sense. We have scat, dookie, we have literally poop. I don't understand. Why? Can we please stain too? Like it's rough out here. All right, back to the game. Looking a little bit rough for Moxi here. Teaser seems to have had some very good adaptation coming in from that last game that he narrowly eked out, to say the least. Actually choosing to grab the forward, so I don't know if that was actually a true grab that he could have gotten there, but getting away with it nonetheless. Notice how Teaser plays around these platforms so expertly. You gotta understand that nobody wants to interact with platforms in this game, so Samus standing under a platform, applying charge shot pressure is just so good. What a delicious charge shot coming in from Teaser. Dangerous scenario, not where Moxi wants to be once more. Teaser choosing to actually do nothing there. I like that a lot, because you can tell that Moxi was waiting for some sort of reactable option. Anything that Samus does after a jab is very much reactable, other than jab 2. You ain't got no kill throws. Hate to see it. We might actually see a lap in a 2-stock lap in stocks. Yep, that is a very good option here. The only thing you could have done in that scenario was wait, then get up attack or roll back to ledge. We are looking at a full 2-stock lead, but we have seen Moxi come back in this 2 separate times now in this set alone. Look at a little weaving back and forth. Look at the charge shot back here. The sweet spot being very dangerous. 100% on Moxi, eating the fair. These reads are hurting more and more as we get into this 5th game. This might be a dare. No dare. This is so scary, so tense. Teaser is running away with this lead. I am loving his mix-ups off of the jab. They're actually so smart. These jab ones into wait for an option and punish is so intelligent. Yeah, and that's going to kill. No, it's not. I am a liar. However, grab, nair, bear, up air, literally anything in Samus's arsenal. Samus's arsenal will kill right now. Teaser actually ripped the dash attack there, but gets grabbed before it can come out. That's an air. That's going to be a kill. All right, Moxi, not a healthy or a spry 176%. That's going to kill. All right. Teaser winning this set 3-2. What a nail biter, honestly. A lot of back and forth coming in from this set. A lot of adjustment coming in as well from both sides. Super good set nonetheless. Super good set.